Welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Georgetown Hoyas taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
A look at the Hoyas starting group. They've got Price. Warren is out there with Hudson. Then it's Trice, and it's Randolph in at the shooting guard position. Second shot opportunity, and that one comes up a bit short.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
And he gets it to go.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Freak with it.
Move the ball. Stick it to one.
And stolen by Trice. And now the Hoyas on the break. Finished off the break. Trice has got his second bucket of the night.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And the Jayhawks with possession. Trailing by 2. And Allen Iverson was only at Georgetown for 2 seasons. The way he played, he completely set the college basketball hoop world on fire.
We might never see a scorer quite like Iverson again. For his size, what he packed into that small frame was absolutely amazing. As unique and relatable a guy as we've had.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Both teams decided. Hoyas leading by 5. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, McCray in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Terry in at the power forward. Now here's Freak. D right on him.
2 minutes left.
1:58 left here in the first half. Three-pointer. The shot no good. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Here's Price, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Now the pass to Trice. Outside Randolph. Feeds it to Trice. There's the dish to Warren. Right wing. And here's Price from beyond the arc. And that one's good. Price has got 7.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast break.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Deflects the pass. Oubre kicks to Freak. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And he gets the bucket. McCray has gone 50% from deep tonight. making 2 of 4. Trice kicks to Warren. Now here's Trice. He's covered by McCray. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, they've got Warren. Also Hudson out there. Trice is out there with Price. And it's Randolph in at the shooting guard. There's the screen. Here's McCray. The long distance three is buried. McCray's got 13 points.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Now here's Freak. 13 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. For the lead. No good. So Georgetown will take it the other way. Trice kicks to Warren. Here's Hudson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Well, and the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. And the Jayhawks with possession. It's a one-point game. McCray is in at the point, and it's Frazier in at the 5. McCray, and he misses the go-ahead basket. And here are the Hoyas now. Harkless with it, out offended by Freak, and so it looks like the Hoyas will retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
There's a good screen to the middle. Here's Hodges. Here's Felix. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hoyas.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in, and then for Georgetown, Hudson comes in for Joseph, and Warren subbed in for Hodges.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Now here's Freak, defended by Harkless. And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Freak.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Duncan's checked in. And the Hoyas making a change here. We've got 1:28 left here in the second half of the game. Trice kicks to Warren. Stolen by Terry. And they're pushing it up. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Outside Randolph. Inside. Here's Warren. And he converts the layup. And Georgetown leads by 3.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
58 seconds left to play here in the second half. Trice dishes to Warren. Good work defensively by Terry. But a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Here's Trice. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Stolen by Randolph. And now the Hoyas on the break. He feeds it to Trice, and they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Well, that took way too long. If they're trying to stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
That's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Here's McCray. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1. So the Hoyas win it. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and Louisville.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. McCray, he's in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Terry in at the power forward. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Here's McCray. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Jayhawks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. Here's Price. Following the score by Kansas, passes it to Hughes. Out to the wing. Some nice passing by Louisville here. Clock at 4. To halt the run. And there's Price. That's good on the assist by Payton.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Price. And there's the bucket from McCray.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Now here's Thomas. Payton passes to Hughes. Out to the right wing. Here's Thomas. No luck. And Kansas the other way now. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Price is out there with Russell. Then there's Payton. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hughes in at the small forward position. And for Kansas, McCray, he's in at the point. And it's Dedmon in at the 4 slot. Price outside. Russell with a wide open look. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Russell's got his first points of the night.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008. Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit. And you can see he just didn't get...
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
On the court for Louisville, we've got Rozier. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Louisville shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Calderon's checked in, and a wide open look for Freak. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCray has got 17 now.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Sanders passes to Rozier. The dish to Payton. Good work defensively by Terry. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison coming out.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Freak with it. 17 points in the game.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Louisville.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Price kicks it to Odom. Price outside. Off the screen. The shot is off. Excellent D there from McCray. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Jayhawks. Jayhawks leading by 9. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, McCray in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. McCray. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, speaking from experience, we already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
109 left to play here in the second half. Puts it up from 17. That's in, and the Jayhawks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Rozier.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Here's McCray.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Fires the 3. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
It's a completely new group for the Cardinals. Tries a three off the inbound. Early misses. And the Jayhawks with possession. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's McCray. No good with the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his third foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left here in the second half. Fires the three, and that falls.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the... Hi, everyone. We've got a great night of college basketball hoops in store for you tonight. It's a big matchup and some big-time energy in this building, and we're glad to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Taking a look at Arizona. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the 5.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws. Arizona on D. Here's McCray. From deep. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And with Arizona, you know they're going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to feel the team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Now here's Freak. Lawson defending. And a wide open look for Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. McCray's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Jayhawks. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lawson. Second chance shot, and the layup is good.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Kansas on D, trailing by 2. Now Goodwin. Pass to Hollins. That's tipped. Kicks it to Freak. From deep. No luck. So Arizona will take it the other way. Williams passes to Goodwin. There's the screen. The screen from Ewing. Carter drives in. That drops.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Kansas trails by 4.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set.
And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Taking a look at Arizona. They've got Mitchell. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lewis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Johnson. Freak with it. 12 points for him. And they take the lead. McCray's got 15 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Lawson outside. Shot from 12. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Lawson's got the game tied up here for Arizona. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. Here's the three. And again, Kansas with the triple.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Clock at 4. The tray. The rebound by Mitchell. Arizona trails by 3. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lewis. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lewis. The shot by Lawson, wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
McCray in at point guard. Also Duncan out there. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot no good from McCray.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
There's the triple. Great D that time from Lawson. Down low, here's Lewis. From down in the low post, it goes.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward.
A platoon swap here for Kansas. And Arizona making a change here. And the Jayhawks also making a change. McCray's checked in for Lee. And Arizona also making a switch. Hollins is checked in.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means. And his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
They set the pick. And here's Freak. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciates it.
Carter kicks to Hollins.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip. He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Arizona will go for a different look here. Johnson dishes to Lawson. The feed to Lewis. Missed.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
So Arizona wins it. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is...
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting, saying a feet.
And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the College Tournament Club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Freak with it. He has 6. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Shot by Terry, no good.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Hawkins. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And the Jayhawks with possession. Oubre kicks to Terry. Now here's Freak. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. And here's Hawkins. They double him with Freak. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 6 points.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
A platoon swap here. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Dawkins is out there with Decker. Then there's Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Conley in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one-and-done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player. And that's a great piece of... work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Decker dishes to Conley. Now here's Decker, guarded closer. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Badgers shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw no good for Dawkins. Here's McCray. 8 points for him. Up in time and released it in time. And we're through the first half of basketball here. Kansas leads by 2. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
McCray, he's in at the point. Also Duncan out there. And it's Gaines in at the center. And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in a power forward.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school, and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before.
Wisconsin trails by 14. Now Hawkins. He's got 6. On the wing, Hill. Walker with his screen for Hill. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Hawkins with it. Kicks to Conley. They set the screen. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
McCray in at point guard, and it's Terry in at the 4. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. 1:58 left here in the second half of the game. Clock at 4. Here's McCray. A three-pointer is right on target. And Kansas leads by 13.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
Fires from deep. And again, Kansas with the triple.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Jayhawks.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Hawkins passes to Hill. Out of bounds, Kansas will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, exactly. They got to be happy with the outcome here.
Elated, you're right. Here's Dedman, defended by Gibson. Stolen by Conley. And so the Jayhawks take the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his...
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select
Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky.
With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select
D'Angelo Russell
from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select
Jahlil Okafor from Duke University.
With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select
Kristaps Porzingis
from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia.
With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky.
With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select
Emmanuel Mudiay
from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select
Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona.
With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner.
With the 12th pick in the NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Kansas.
You to know that it's our time. You and me bleed the same life.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Coming in off the road, the Pistons are back in Detroit for this game. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold... hard truth about it, they just had a hard...
And the moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from McRae.
Yeah, and whether he has friends and family in the crowd tonight or watching at home, I know a lot of people are proud of this young man. He's worked so hard to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and the future's bright for him, Greg. Not just tonight and not just this season, but for years to come.
Well, with Freak Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready. He's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor, and Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve. And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player, is that last bucket represents the first official... in the NBA from McRae.
You know, there we have it, the first taste of this young man's scoring prowess, showing he can handle NBA defense.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's the NBA that's going to have to show it can handle him, not the other way around. He's ready.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris. There really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
Here's Meeks. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Out to the right wing. Now Harris. Drummond a screen. Here's Bullock. 6 on the shot clock. Can't convert after the good screen. Utah leading. And here's Freak. 6 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it to the line.
Releases. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Bullock, covered by McRae. Here's Harris. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Meeks. Shoots. McRae, no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Meeks kicks to Bullock. And the 3 ball is good. And now a 4-point Piston lead.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now here's Freak. Fires the 3. There's his. Third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
They're going back to the 3-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
There's the pick. Here's Harris. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Jazz lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now.
Yo.
A few things from the first half. We got a spectacular boost from the guys coming off the bench, and that's huge because it should leave us with nothing but fresh legs as we get deep into this game. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade.
We saw a solid quarter there for Freak.
As successful as he's been inside and outside.
You're so cool, I just gave you $1,000,000.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They've got Reggie Bullock, Jody Meeks out there with Jackson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Harris in a power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Another shot, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
You know, Clark, the thing you like about Derek Favors is he keeps adding to his game every year. You forget how young he is, too.
That's exactly right. We need a reminder. This guy... came into the league very early, right after a year of college. Seems like he's been around forever.
And for Favors and his youth, he has made big strides. And in a few years' time could be one of the more dominant bigs in our league.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket for Meeks.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Freak with it. 9 points in the game so far. Gobert, the screen. Here's McRae. Shot clock at 5. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And guys, with Favors, his development, you know, you forget, sometimes it takes big men a little longer to figure it out. I mean, he's certainly been putting it together here the last few seasons.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward.
You got to love Gordon.
Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below spit. 7 days of heaven's ways and hang-ups. Chris and Ryan again, and we wishing anybody who isn't wishing us well bankrupt. A L and whatever else ain't up. As far as me, I'm still caught up in all it. Still calling my expendables, cause it's hard to believe I can fit all of them boys in one. And the streets start trembling. It's way too many it seems. Too many witnesses. Up and down with their visions of what a street is. I call it the seesaw syndrome. Syndrome, maybe you make a mistake, you lose. And this is for the real hip-hop. So would never, ever, ever ask me am I gonna reply. Guru, word, that's how you feel up on this track? Little try on that.
What you trying to rap now?
Yeah, yo, Royce.
What up, man?
We just lamping in the studio, you know, doing our thing.
Okay.
Bugging out, you know.
Right.
Little test run. So,
I need you to speak with your hands. On the count of three. Everybody now, 1, 2, 3, go! Talk to him.
Who stepped up in this rap game and seen acting fool?
Me and Preem, both names go together. Lot of frontin' like they ill.
word. I think it's time to move on to the next one.
Looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You give money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
We hating on riches of 100K I spent that on my wrist. $200 spent that on your model, put that on my list. Oh, there he going that foreign again. In the scene, bring the core in the end. We should have wrote. Won't call her again. Woke up early this morning. Crib as big as a college. Me up under the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Falling on Brett Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Repping my city and running my state. Keep me up through the hell with the. Won't beef, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You give money, they
you trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Now you ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your head up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here